Can this box fill this room? The Rythmik E15HP articulate bass for the discerning audiophile. Assembled in USA, right down there in Texas. This is not a small box. I had to get a second adult to help me carry this inside. Heavy package. I believe the E15HP2 weighs, I think it was 100 pounds is listed on the website. Brian, the owner, who called me just to verify that what I was ordering was what I wanted, even sent me pictures to make sure that I wanted the right color of grill. I ordered a white subwoofer because, well, white walls, the WAF, say no more. He called me to make sure that what I really wanted was a white subwoofer with a black grill. And after he sent me several pictures, I reconsidered because the white grill with a black driver actually hid the driver better, in addition to how to unpack the box instructions. So far, so good. This is a well-packaged box. Unfold, lift up. Just in case you missed it the first time, more instructions. And then you get your instructions here. Yes, I did go with the sealed subwoofer because music is my preference. And there's an installation guide. I'll be reading all of this because I believe I saw something online that said you really need to read the instructions. It'll save you time. It does come with a power cord. That's the box over there. Hopefully the reflection is not too bad. You can see the style of plug. Seems like a pretty nice thick cord. And then the other box that was there is feet. There's 4 of them. And I'll say, I don't know that I've ever received a package with such a massive piece of styrofoam. That's just one single piece of styrofoam that was on the top layer of the package, the piece that you pull out first. And once you get inside, it is a thing of beauty. It's a pretty nice feeling soft bag, protecting that piano gloss white finish inside, and nice solid pieces of packing foam all around. How to unpack the box the proper way. I believe step 3 means pick a side, any side. So I picked the top side foam to remove the corner pieces, and then it's a side protecting piece. Now I'm just gonna lay this over. Okay, I was wrong. So I removed all 4 corners, leaving only one styrofoam sled upon which to slide it out of the box. This thing is heavy. There's the knock test. For context, that's a 40-inch TV. Get a little glimpse of the grill. They even wrapped it in a plastic wrap, just an extra touch. First look at that amp back plate. Oh, it's beautiful. This is an upgraded amp, and the reason I went with the upgraded amp is because the size of the room. So the HX1000 XLR3, I couldn't even find this on the website. I found an HX800 XLR3. I don't know if that's a typo or, well, let's put it this way. They focus on the subwoofers, not their website. Not that the website's bad, but they put the attention into the product for sure. But this is an upgrade from the regular E15HP in that this has more power. And again, because I was getting a sealed subwoofer, 2 reasons. One, it is smaller than the vented or ported version. And also because of that, it looks less obtrusive. I'm hoping this looks like a bit of a modernist cube. Because of those limitations in the appearance or WAF, I got the upgraded amp to hopefully be able to power this room without overheating. I believe this is a Class D amp. So here's the inputs. And all this is detailed on their website. Got your PEQ. And some of the other models of amps give you various options, XLRs or different input-output options. I think with this upgraded model, there's only one version. Let's continue undressing it. And I like the logo. Not too big, good for the size of the grill, not too obtrusive. Whether white proves to be a good long-term choice. Whether this starts to yellow, I have no idea. But I will say that in person, I don't think the driver shows quite as much as it's showing on the screen of my phone. with the black screen, the black grill, I was told that that one's a little more acoustically transparent, but when they sent me the pictures, I could see the driver more clearly through the grill. They are so good at plastic wrapping this thing that I could not find the end of the roll, or at least pull it up if that's the end of it, because it was sealed so tightly. Stuck my knife in the casing for where the foot will go and was able to tear right through it. They were not kidding when they said piano gloss finish. That is a nice, nice finish. The edges are nicely rounded. I think if you're looking for a modernist cube that's a powerful subwoofer in disguise, this Rythmik E15 is not a bad place to look. Actually, I think you have to get the white finish, you have to go to the E15HP Special Edition. I saw one review where they were questioning whether you got the feet. I did not pay any extra. These are the standard feet that come with the subwoofer. That is an all rubber foot, and they do offer for sale on the website, when you purchase this, you can add pointed feet for carpet, but because I'm putting mine on a hard surface, these will be good. This is probably the right thing. In fact, they might even say that on the website. And even the feet have a bit of a glossy finish. All right, let's put the first foot on. Oh, yeah. It's got a nice solid feel to it. The kind of bolt attaching, nice easy slide. Oh, that is the kind of hardware you expect on a quality piece. These are some very solid footings. That's quality. If you look in there, that is a solid piece. I don't know whether it's metal or plastic. I don't know, it kind of feels plasticky, but it is a very solid receptacle for the screw that goes in there. Okay, these sliders, cheap cardboard and foam, are your friend. This thing is a beast, and I was able to easily slide it over to the location where I want it, whereas trying to just pick it up outright, especially for if you're an older or smaller guy or gal, this thing is not going to be easy to just pick up and heft around, especially if you're trying to be dainty with that piano finish. It is very glossy. Okay, the grill pops off very nicely. I believe it's just these plastic tabs. There's a little bit of a pad on the edges that I think just protects that. It's not a glossy finish, it's more of a white matte paint that was used for the frame. But it's solid otherwise. You'll see that there's rounded edges. And of course, there is that 15-inch driver. She's a beauty. I don't know, that black on white stormtrooper look, that might be something you wouldn't mind. Might even get the WAF nod of approval. In the instructions, there's only one piece of paper printed double-sided, so you can leave it in its nice plastic bag protective covering. And instructions are really simple, telling you some good tips on subwoofer placement, and then if you're going to set it up with a receiver or a 2-channel setup, they give you the recommendations for that. They basically tell you these are the settings that it should be set to. I'm going to be using a receiver, so I'll be going with number 3, and I will be looking to have these defaults, and I forgot to check if these are the defaults, so that's what I'll do next. So like I said, I took the recommended amplifier settings and checked against this, and for the most part, most of the settings were set already to the AVR recommendation. So PEQ was off, the limiter was on, it doesn't say anything about power, it's currently set to auto. The gain, bandwidth, and frequency were all set in the middle, which is where it's recommending. By the way, these knobs have a rubber texture, and there's this subtle but distinct notching, so as you turn it, you can feel every increment that it turns. It's a really good feedback as you're adjusting the settings. The volume knob was turned a little to the right there. It recommends actually to have it at the middle position, 12 o'clock. It was set to the AVR 12 for the low pass. The rumble filter was off, which is the recommended setting for a 2-channel setup, but I figure I'll start off with it on, and maybe through testing I'll try it off. And then I'm going to leave it at 14. It says in the recommended settings for AVR setup that 12 Hz high damping for articulate sound and 18 Hz low damping for full-bodied home theater sound. So 14's in the middle, and high damping is what it was sent to, so I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm not touching anything else. I will be using the RCA LFE in connection since I am pre-wired with RG6 coax, and I've just put a F converter on there to have the RCA output. That's what is available to me.